from a sunny Sussex. It has been the most beautiful day. I am here by myself, which is quite a rare occurrence. It's a Saturday afternoon and I'm on my own. B&B's have gone to a wedding and Simon is watching Gus play cricket. So it's just me, which is bliss. Well, and all of the dogs. And for once, I actually am really grateful that Sigh convinced me to put in the above ground pool last year. I documented it, so if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll see that process. If not, I will link the video down below because I've had quite a few questions about it recently, but I've just had a really, really lovely cool off. I'm wearing my bikini under my dress and it's bliss. I had a photo session earlier today for my members club for July's recipes. I had such a lovely photographer, Sophie, who came and took some snaps, and then I've just been gently pottering around, which is absolute bliss. Anyway, I need to go and wash up and then take the dogs for a walk. It is cooling down. It was so hot earlier. It was quite sweaty, but we mustn't complain because we're so lucky to have this gorgeous, gorgeous weather. I'm just putting the kitchen back together after our photo shoot. I've got my rubber gloves. These are from Lakeland and I love them. I know I've shared them with you all lots before, but they are just the best. And I have just spoken to Sigh and Gus. Gussie had a cricket match this afternoon, Sigh went to watch him, and they are just heading home. So I thought I'd just chat to you while I was doing the washing up and putting the kitchen back together. Look at that mess behind me. Stand here and hide most of it. There's drying up on the Arga, although the Arga is turned off. But if you haven't watched this week's and last week's vlog, how-to video about the air fryer, I love it. I absolutely love it. And one of my friends told me that she actually didn't even turn her Arga on last winter because the cost of electricity has gone through the roof, and she just used an air fryer the whole time. I mean, in fairness, it's just two of them, but we're getting to grips with it and I'm really thrilled with it. So it's certainly been a good investment. I've had lots of questions about air fryers. Are they worth it? What do you think? And I so far am very, very impressed. Just washing up this. Got mayonnaise everywhere. For the members club, I was making mayonnaise. So they have that recipe coming for them. And it takes 30 seconds to make. So quick, so easy, so delicious, and I've actually hidden it in the back of the fridge from Simon so it's not all snuffled in one go. I will let him have some later. He's quite pleased he's heading home because after I've had a big cooking session, he gets to eat it all. So we're going to have a little bit of a feast this evening, which is excellent. And I think it might rain tomorrow, but the garden definitely needs it. It's been really dry here, so I wouldn't mind a little shower or two. And I think that's about it. Oh, a quick update. Archie's got back from his expedition, so he's been up in the mountains. We had a long chat with him last night. He had an epic time. Ooh, I'm very pleased to hear that he did all the cooking, and do you know what, that makes this little mummy so happy that you know, he took the initiative and he did it. So they were wild camping, no loos, no water, they had to drink out of the burn. I mean, it really was basic stuff, but they had a camping stove and he did all of the cooking, so I'm very proud of him for that. And Coco's on her school leavers trip. Can you believe that they're already doing leavers trips? She's finished her exams and they've headed off. I don't know where I'm going to put that. Hang on, I'm going to put it over here. they've headed off down to Devon for surfing and water sports and a whole load of fun and adventure, but it's making me a little bit panicky because that means the end of term is coming around like pretty quickly. I think it's about 3.5 weeks away or a month away, but it is a little bit scary. Anyhow, nearly finished all the washing up, nearly. When I have a photo shoot, everything gets used and the house is kind of topsy-turvy and upside down and back to front. It's just a teacup and a saucer, and I'm running out of space. The one downside about having the Arga off is I never ever got a tea towel out and dried up. I used to just put it all on the Arga to do its thing, but with it turned off, it means that I actually have to either let everything drip, so I have got things on quite a few surfaces, or I have to get a tea towel out and dry up. So I mean it's actually warm enough. I've got all the doors open today, all of the doors open to try and get a breeze through here, and actually thank goodness, and I don't often say this, but I'm saying it to you guys, thank goodness the Arga is turned off, because it would just be too hot in here. Look, it has been scorching. I don't know what the temperature's been, but anyway, it's been scorching. Anyway, what am I going to go and do now? I'm going to leave that stuff to drip. I need to put a load of washing on. Very boring. And feed the dogs. And then I need to go and muck out the horses, which I'm not looking forward to because I think I have to put long trousers on because grass is so long and my hay fever kicks off badly. But I think I'm going to wait another hour or so until it's a little bit cooler before tackling that job. I am just up doing my Saturday workout. That's my Saturday workout. Very, very glamorous. But I'm wearing my adventure trousers from Akai, and they are brilliant. They are breathable, showerproof, stretchy and super comfy, and it is really hot, but my legs don't feel too hot, and I've got a discount code which I will leave linked on the screen, and I'll leave the details in the description of this video if you would like to try them out. I have got a discount code for 10% off, and honestly they are incredible because I get such bad rashes from the grass that I have to keep my legs covered, but being out here in jeans, to be perfectly honest, would be unbearable right now. So I think I'm looking quite stylish really for this kind of job. Anyway, I'm listening to a podcast. I am listening to Table Manners with Noel Gallagher, and that is keeping me entertained as I push the wheelbarrow around and shovel you know what. Anyhow, I am going to probably not vlog anymore, but there's Dick Cassie behind me this evening, because when I go in, I'm probably actually going to jump in the pool, cool off, and then supper. But luckily supper is all ready because I cooked it earlier. Yes, I have gloves. These are just from Mole. Their website's Mole Online, but they're just quite lightweight, and I then don't get sore hands from the wheelbarrow and mucking out, because to be honest, I think I'm going to do 6 wheelbarrow loads, so it's quite an epic job. Anyhow, I will chat to you all tomorrow. We have come to my favourite place, the village nurseries, and I've come with Sigh, and he's got completely and utterly carried away. A little bit like a man possessed, actually. Gus is sitting in the car. He's had enough. He has had enough. Big time. He has been very patient, but his patience has been tested somewhat. This is one trolley of plants. There's another trolley in there. And then look, thank God we've got the car back. He's got a whole load of pots. Compost. I mean, there's quite a few pots wedged in here. Look, Gus is on his phone. So anyway, I am going to be very, very, very busy planting this little lot up. I normally do my tubs like a month ago. Sorry, I'm hot and sweaty. I normally do them about a month ago, and I just haven't. I haven't done them. And anyway, so I think actually he's rather kind of put out that I hadn't done them, and he said to me yesterday, we really, really, really need to do them. And I said, yes, I know we do, we just haven't had a chance. And he said, right, let's go together tomorrow. And of course, he's got super carried away. So we want to put these big ones outside the drawing room. We've also got a fig tree that needs to be planted out, so we've got a pot for that, and all sorts of plants. Anyway, it's quite exciting and it's quite fun. But boy, it's steamy here in Sussex today. We're sat in the car with the aircon on. Sigh's got his hat on.
We
were just talking about this place, and so I said, do you know what?
Yeah, it's great. It's a West Chiltington Village Nurseries, and you know, it's hard to find a proper old-fashioned nursery, which is kind of, that's what they do, as opposed to selling everything. From sort of, well, I don't know what, but anyway, it's a proper old-fashioned nursery, and it reminds me, I grew up in the Channel Islands, and I used to.
Darling, you're going to talk to
I used to
not out the window.
And I used to work in the market gardens during the summer holidays with the in Guernsey, yeah, with the tomatoes and things like that. And
did you do the watering?
Did the watering. Did the watering.
Love it.
And yeah, and it just takes me back there a bit.
You're
really.
a gardening expert, isn't it?
I won the gardening prize at school. One of the very few prizes. I can't think of any others.
So tells me that every single week. He doesn't let me forget that you won the gardening prize. Yeah. Yes. It is such a lovely place, and it's family run, which I think is why we love it. And you have been coming here? Oh my God, how many years?
Early 1990s. Yeah, so that's 30 odd years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still the same family. And mother's still going. She's 86. And son and daughter still running it.
Son-in-law. It's lovely. Just lovely. Anyway, the car is very, very full. I'm not looking for.
And they actually come out and give you advice, and
they're so knowledgeable. Yeah. It's such great advice. And I always ask lots of questions like, where should I plant this? How much water does it need? And that's how you learn, by asking endless questions, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
anyway, Gus is thoroughly irritated in the back of the car. We've just.
I mean, a lot of garden centres now, you know, sort of almost have a similar experience, you know, to going to a service station, really.
Yes.
You know, and it's kind of
a bit soulless.
Yeah.
A bit more than soulless.
And you know, it's great just going anywhere where you've got people who own their business, are really knowledgeable in and passionate about what they do.
And we have been trying to buy tubs.
Yeah, the tubs are a great deal.
For about 3 years, haven't we?
Big.
We've been talking about
clear cut tubs we bought.
We do talk about things for a long time before we actually do them, don't we?
And then we find the hottest day of the year.
And we come and
decide it's a good idea.
Yeah. What is the outside temperature?
30 degrees.
Yeah. Steamy. Anyway, we've just ordered a pizza for Gus. We're going to go and pick that up on the way home and head back, and then deal with this lot. You've got to drive very carefully.
Oh, yes.
Today you have to drive like an old man. I give you that permission. So normally I'm come on, speed up, darling, don't I?
Yes, but
whereas today you can be an old man.
I have a pretty exemplary driving record.
Yes, you do. He keeps reminding me of that too. We're back from the garden centre. I have changed into sporty, I really mean business. These shorts are from Akai, and I've got my discount code for them. So I shared with you a couple of weeks ago, I think, the trousers. These are the short version, and actually I sized up. I went for size 10 because I didn't want them. The size 8 were really skin tight on me, and I just actually wanted to be kind of loose and comfy in the hot weather. I still have got my visor on. It has gone cloudy, and actually we've had a spot of rain, which is a little bit of a welcome relief. I have planted up those there. I've got those, I've still got a lot more to do, but I'm going to do those now. And I've lost my husband. I don't know where he's skulked off to. He has been super helpful though. He's been lugging the compost around and helping no end, but he has disappeared on me at the moment. And I wasn't completely planning on doing this today. I mean, I sort of wanted to do it, but I also need to scrub out the horses' water troughs and deadhead the roses, which are on either side
of us here. Those all need deadheading, and this bed needs deadheading, and that is going to take at least an hour, so I think that's probably a job for tomorrow. But anyway, I am going to get on and get these planted up now. I'm still glowing, but actually it's not as hot as it was yesterday. I've got the sprinkler on in the kitchen garden. I have got an empty wheelbarrow. Mucking out is all done. Hooch is there, Cass is behind him, and the other two are over there. Sigh has just helped me do the water troughs, which is such a good feeling. You know when you have like goals in your head of I have to do this today and I have to do that today, and you've achieved them? It's a very, very exciting feeling. So I hadn't planned to do all of the garden tubs. They're all done. They're all potted up. I've watered some of them. Sigh's watering some of them right now. And I've done the water troughs. I've done the mucking out. Planted a few things in the kitchen garden. That is being watered right now. It looks like a green oasis compared to the rest. Everywhere is so dry. I'm absolutely filthy. I think I'm about to jump in the pool and have a cool down. We're going to have a really simple supper this evening, and I actually think my plan is to spend the evening at my laptop. I've got 7 recipes that need typing up, and while they're still in my head fresh, I want to do it because then it's done and I don't want it to eat into tomorrow. So that is my mission, and hopefully it can be accomplished. There's loads of things flying around. Anyway, I am going to turn the sprinkler off, put the wheelbarrow back, jump in the pool, eat something, and then settle down in front of my laptop for the evening, which is really boring. But sometimes it's just got to be done. And I'm trying to get on top of everything. So the end of term is always crazy, like Coco's already on her leavers trip. Because we've got 3 children at 3 different schools, which is logistically challenging. There's 2 lots of sports days. Well, we've already had Archer's one. There's 2 speech days. There's 2 of everything. Summer concerts. My goodness. So I just want to try and be ahead, and then I'm not going to be in panic mode. That's my mission, because we are going away on a bit of an epic trip, and Sigh is going on a business trip and meeting us where we're going to be. So I'm also flying solo for those last bits, end of term. So I'm trying not to panic about the whole thing. It's totally fine. I can do it. But that's why I'm trying to get organised and on top now. And it has been a really, really productive day. So excellent. I will chat to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day of admin and recipe planning and that sort of thing. That's my mission. Oh, and deadheading the roses. I can't forget to do that. I've got to get that done. So that is my plan. Also laundry and a bit of house cleaning too, because I did downstairs. When did I do downstairs? I did downstairs on Friday. I haven't done upstairs, and that needs tackling. The bathrooms are done, but I need to get the vacuum out and whiz it around and dust and all of that boring stuff. Anyway, I'll chat to you tomorrow. When we were driving back from the garden centre yesterday, very slowly and very carefully so the pots didn't crash together, Simon brought us along this lane. I don't normally come along this lane, I normally go the other way, and I spotted a whole load of elderflowers that were quite easily accessible, which is excellent. So I have just stopped for a quick forage. My hay fever isn't great, which is why my eyes are looking kind of sunken. I think they've been rubbed so much they've gone in. But I've got an eye mask in the fridge cooling, and I shall put that on later when I get back. I've put my makeup on because I find if I put mascara on, it stops me from rubbing my eyes. So That's what I do. I can't take any antihistamine. They literally have a sort of narcoleptic effect on me. I've been to the doctor, I have talked to him about, you know, other options, but I just have to suck it. I do the I want to say it's Beckinase nasal spray. Is it that make? I can't remember. But I have a nasal spray and I have eye drops. So I do that and I just sort of have to suffer. Normally by the beginning of July, it's over. So fingers crossed, although it did kick off a little bit later than normal. So hopefully I'm going to be okay in the car with a basket full of pollen. It's mainly long grass that gets me. Elderflower does a little bit, but not too bad. Anyway, I'm just, oh, hopefully there's a van just passing. Hopefully he can get past. He's going to think I'm a real weirdo talking to my phone. Yeah, he does think I'm a real weirdo. Anyhow, Coco is almost back from her trip. I've had a message to say she'll be back in just less than an hour. So I'm just going to whiz, and I've got a few errands to run. I've got to go to the post office. I need to get some more orange juice because we've got B&Bs turning up. I had a last minute booking for 4 nights, which I cannot tell you how is really excellent. Bookings aren't great. I think across the board they're not as good as they have been, so to get a nice 4-night booking is very, very exciting. Anyway, I'm going to go and whiz and do my errands and then pick up my girl, and then I'm doing Gus's school run a bit later on, so I'll be whizzing around, but we will make some elderflower cordial together later. So I've got my girl back. She's absolutely exhausted and I just am making a quick batch of elderflower cordial. So I've got my sugar in here, which I'm just dissolving in hot water. I'll leave the recipe linked. The link down below is on my website. I've been making this for as long as I can remember. Simon doesn't drink. He hasn't drunk for 21 years, which is pretty amazing. And he loves my homemade elderflower because it's got a lot less sugar in it than other recipes. So that's why he loves it. Chopping board out. I'm just going to slice my oranges and my lemons. So I use mixture of oranges and lemons. So mine's not quite as syrupy as some that you might buy in a supermarket, which is why he likes it. And so I make quite a few batches, and it freezes really well. You have to freeze it in plastic bottles. In go the elderflower heads, give them a good poke down and leave for 24 hours just for everything to sort of infuse, and then we will give it a really good strain and bottle it up. Hello, it's been super hot here today. Lots of people have had storms, but they seem to have missed us. It is hot. There is a little bit of a breeze now. I've opened up the drawers. I am makeup free today. I went to have my eyelashes tinted, so I just thought there was no point putting on makeup, and actually I was a little bit tight on time this morning for the school run, so I didn't bother, and it stayed that way. Anyway, I've had some deliveries, which I thought I'd share with you, from Amazon. I bought myself a new visor. I love Amazon for visors, and I wear them the whole time this time of year. So I have got that one.
I quite like the fact that it's got a big wide brim so I can hide underneath it. And I find with a visor, as opposed to a sun hat, it doesn't muck up your hair, so you can take your visor off, but you haven't got flat hat hair. So that has arrived. And this too. This is La Roche-Posay SPF 50 plus. It's UVB and UVA, and it's to put on over your makeup, and you just shake it and spray it over your face to top up your SPF during the day. So that is actually a tip that I learnt from Ines, who did our members Zoom last week, and super helpful. So I ordered myself some of that, and then I don't even know what's in here, so let's have a quick look. What have I been ordering? I'm hoping it's going to be the right size. Everything's come. Very exciting. So I talked to you about deadheading my roses, and then I realised that I couldn't find my snips, so I ordered a new pair. I think I've had a really good hunt for them. I've hunted high and low, but I don't know where they are. I'm quite good at putting things back, but these hopefully will be excellent for deadheading, so I can now get on and do that. And I ordered these, but I'm not sure if they're going to fit. I hope they will. These are for my air fryer, and they are silicone liners. Let's see. I don't think they're quite big enough, but they will be better than nothing. I wanted something, because these are quite long, and you can see they're not quite long enough. But rather than using baking paper the whole time, I wanted something reusable. But these are the biggest ones I could find, which is a bit irritating, but they will work. They will be fine. So that is my little haul that has arrived today, and I've got my elderflower here. So I thought that we would do the next bit, because I left you yesterday, I think, making the elderflower. So let's do that. So I double muslin, and that way I find you get rid of any thunder flies or anything like that. These are clean, but I reuse them, and I think that they're stained from quince jelly. So I'm going to put my muslins in my bowl like that. Get my elderflower that has had 24 hours doing its thing, and I am going to just decant it into here. The smell is amazing. If you haven't made your own elderflower cordial, I really recommend giving it a go, because it's amazing. We love it. We love it. We love it. Now I'm going to just carefully pour that little slosh there into there, like so, and gather up your corners. These are just muslins from when the babies were babies, which is quite a long time ago, but buy well once and they last a long time. I find muslins for babies far better than muslins that you buy for cooking. And just then give it a good squeeze, a really good squeeze, because you want the juice from the oranges and lemons to come out. I've got a Kilner bottle and a plastic jug, and my Kilner bottle has got a funnel at the top, and I'm just going to decant into here. I freeze it in plastic bottles, but I shall keep this in the fridge for us to enjoy at the moment. And then the rest of this will all go into plastic, into the freezer while I keep this one in the fridge. You don't want to leave it sitting for too long because it can start to ferment, so important to keep it in the fridge, and it will last for a couple of weeks in the fridge before fermenting.
Hello, I have had the craziest of mornings. I think I'm on about my 5th outfit change of the day, and I'm staying in this one. I have had my lovely friend Charlie here, and we have been photographing tables for a course that is coming up in the future. And I wanted to get it done today because it's just getting to that really kind of busy end of town craziness. I thought, well, there was a little bit of calm before the storm, we would get this done. So it's great fun. I've got a water candle. Sigh has come home because our tractor isn't working. So there's a tractor guy out in the field fixing it. The engine caught fire. I don't know what it is with my husband and vehicles. He would say it's not him. It's just coincidence. But anyway, the tractor is really, really, really old. We inherited it with the house, and tractor is quite a glamorous word for it. Anyway, it seems a shame to pack this all away. I might just leave it out and we can have supper at this table tonight. I've also I've had a really productive morning, but the house is looking a little bit topsy-turvy. I filmed a how-to video for the members club. I have filmed a how-to YouTube video. I have filmed 2 TikToks. So it's been a morning of creating content, and today is match day. Coco's actually playing at Gus's school, and Gus has got an away match, so I'm going to go and watch Coco at Gus's school, and I think Si's going to go and watch Gus's away match. I feel that it's so important to make the effort to be there to watch the children's matches, because they're only little for such a short amount of time, and their little faces light up when we turn up to watch. Like, I don't particularly want to go and watch cricket in the heat when I've got a gazillion things to do, but knowing that it makes the children really happy does make me want to go. Does that make sense? So that is the plan. The weather is glorious, so I shall be taking my new Amazon sun visor, which I think will actually go really well with this dress. Now, this dress is new. It is from Monsoon. I wanted to share it with you last week, but it didn't arrive in time. I actually bought 2 dresses. This one's got pockets. I'll show it to you properly in a minute. I bought a navy dress, but I didn't like it. I sent it back. It wasn't right. But this is sort of perfect. I like the fact that it's just got little sleeves. It's got a collar. It's a shirt dress. It came with a belt, and I didn't really like that one so much, so I just swapped it for this Zara version. And I am just currently wearing my ropey soles, but I bought some new shoes, so I'm going to show those to you now as well. Hopefully before Sigh comes back in and starts crashing around, because you know what he's like. So this is the dress, full version, and I think it's just really comfy. Collar up, collar down, kind of however it goes. But it's a great colour, and it's just perfect for this weather. You saw me wear this earlier in this vlog. It's been washed, it's been ironed, and it is back on. And I'm wearing it with my ropey soles. These ones have got a bit battered. Actually, I'm going to leave them off because I want to show you the new shoes. So I was completely done by, I don't know, the algorithm. Instagram, YouTube. Sorry, the lighting is really, really tricky at the moment. I could go in and we could be in the dark, or we're here with sort of funny lighting. These are from Salt House, England, and the algorithm, I'm blaming the algorithm, sent them to me. They just kept popping up
on Instagram, on Facebook, on everywhere. And I love the fact, he's come in, he's crashing around over there. I love the fact that they are narrow. I've got really narrow feet. And I like the fact that this part is quite low. A lot of driving shoes kind of come up to there and it's too high up my foot and I can't wear them. They're made in Italy, Italian shoes. They're the best, guys. Well, Italian and Spanish. I don't know what you think, but I think they're the best. They're the best for me because I've got narrow feet. I have bought a size 39 and I am between a 38 and 39, but they said that they were true to size, so I went with that, and I just need a little insole. I actually bought them, well, Sigh doesn't know this yet. Well, no, I did tell him. They're an early birthday present to myself and he bought them for me, and I've opened them and I'm wearing them because I couldn't wait, because I'm impatient. But, can you see? Not really. I'll move you down and you can see. But I think they're really lovely. I've moved you down so hopefully you can see a bit better. But I just thought they'd be really useful, and when I need to wear more of a proper shoe rather than my ropey soles, I could wear these. So I'm very, very happy with them. I'll leave them linked down below. If you sign up to their newsletter, I don't have a discount code. I'm not working with them. If you sign up to their newsletter, you get a discount code. So I got them, I don't know if I got 10% off, something like that, but every little helps, doesn't it? I've got my silver cutlery out here because of the table scape, which I think looks so pretty. I want to invite people over and enjoy the table. However, I'm just going to sit on here for a moment. However, I'm not going to invite anyone over this evening because I'm not. It's too hot, and we've got people coming to stay at the weekend, so I was going to do a food shop this afternoon, but before the cricket match, and then come home and unpack it, but that's not going to happen, so I might do it this evening. If not, it will be tomorrow morning's job. But it's been a really super productive day. I got really waylaid yesterday. I got caught by the B&B guys, guests, and we were chatting and chatting, and the time sort of disappeared on me, so I ended up running quite behind, but I did have a productive time at my computer editing for the new course that is coming, that this was part of. So I feel really good that I have done that, because I've been working on it behind the scenes, relatively secretly from you guys, for ages, but it's not coming till the autumn, but I needed to do it before then, because there's quite a few recipes with it, and that, you know, that takes time and all the rest, and when I'm fitting it in with other things, it takes longer. Anyhow, it's done, which is very, very exciting. I have just got about 4 videos to edit for it, but that actually won't take me very long, and I plan to get that done hopefully this evening, so we'll see about slotting in the food shop. And then we've got friends coming this weekend, and so yes, there's a little bit of an update and chit chat from me. I'm going to leave this because it's just too beautiful. I'm going to turn you around so you can see it from this angle. So pretty, don't you agree? Anyway, I'm going to leave this. I think we can enjoy this evening. Why not? The lighting is crazy. I'm sorry. It's because of the roof lantern. I need to tidy up a bit of the house, put a wash on, have some lunch, and go to cricket. So I will chat to you a little bit later on. So I'm ready to go to the cricket match, and I decided I was going to match my sun visor with my ropey soles. These ones, let me show you up close, are a lovely stripe, and they kind of match those pretty perfectly. So I am ready to go. Sigh and I have had lunch, and I'm taking Lola with me. She's very excited. She's sitting behind us right now looking at me saying, "Come on, Mama, stop waffling, let's go." So I shall pop
my sun visor on when I get there, and have a lovely afternoon watching my daughter play cricket. One happy boy, the tractor is fixed. So Simon has called me out on gate duty, hold the gates open, and he is going to try and top that field behind me. Hopefully it works and he can do it, because I need it done. But it's going to get a bit noisy with the tractor, so I'll talk to you in a moment. So far, so good. They are in there, topping that field. I'm not sure if he'll get it all done tonight, but hopefully the tractor is fine. I think some wires had melted, the battery needed attention, there was something with the alternator, something else, but anyway, I left that to the chaps. I didn't get involved. But I have got problems because this field needs topping, but once it's topped it's got to be rested. This field desperately needs topping because trying to muck out in there is very, very challenging. So hopefully Sigh has success, because the guy that comes to, well, sometimes I leave these and we cut hay from them, but because I've got 4 at the moment, Colin and Willow are behind me, Coco's out riding, and Cassie is down there. So I don't have enough space to rest these paddocks and get them cut for hay. And actually we can't take the hay because, long story, but they only make big bales and I can't store those. So it doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world that they can't take hay. But the guy that would come to top it is busy haymaking, so he can't come and do it. And somebody else gave me the most ridiculous quote. I mean, like really ridiculous, to do one field. So luckily, Sigh is doing it for me, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it all works. I'm going in to get supper on the go. Coco's cricket match was lovely. They lost, but it was a very, very happy afternoon. I sat in the shade because it's, yeah, a scorcher. It's 7 p.m, but it's still pretty warm here. Amazing weather. We mustn't complain. Got to enjoy every moment of having the sun. I think we might get rain next week. It's forecast. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little tractor update, because when I chatted to you earlier, and I was so angry when I suggested it might have been him. Don't be ridiculous. Anyhow, that's meant for you, isn't it? I thought while I was up here I'd give you a quick kitchen garden update. I'm not going to go in because I've got my rabbit block in place, but I'll turn you around and just show you what is happening down here. So these are my dahlias. In the bed behind are my onions. Then I've got my beans, strawberry patch over in the corner. I've got a bird stuck in there which I need to deal with, and I think that is on tomorrow's list. I will just take you round. Carrots are coming on, which is exciting. And then I have got broad beans, lettuces, potatoes, and those are my artichokes. I've got a bit of weeding to do down here, but I need to fix that hole because that is where the bird has got in. I've also planted some chamomile flowers. Well, I mean, they're not flowers, they're in there. We'll just zoom in. Tiny little patches, but I'm hoping that they will grow into chamomile flowers. I've also got another hole up here, so those need some attention. Oh, and I've got lots of strawberries coming along nicely, and I need to get in there and pick them. Look at those. That is very, very exciting. So I must come up and get those soon. I've also got some red currants, which is very exciting. It's all happening. And the courgettes are coming on very nicely, which is good. It's the first year I've planted them out here, and it seems to have worked well. They like this spot. I've just come up to give Sigh a drink, and he said I feel like I'm on Clarkson's farm without the Lamborghini tractor. He said, and you're cheerful Charlie. Oh, bless him, he's doing an excellent job. Oh, look at that. He's very happy. He's very happy. I was about to say like a piggin, but realised I couldn't use that word on here. Anyway, yeah, man and his tractor. So happy that his tractor's working. So happy that we've saved some money, and I can turn the horses out here in a week, which is excellent news. Hooch is back from his rather hot ride with Coco. We have to keep a head collar on him because he's such a pickle to catch. Anyway, I'm going to go in and get the children sorted and under control. Oh, and I just have to tell you something else. I gave them some chips this evening. Sorry, there are lots of flies around. I gave them some chips this evening and I cooked them in the air fryer. Oh my goodness. They weren't homemade chips, they were frozen chips. Air fryer, frozen chips, absolutely excellent. Sorry, there's loads of bugs. Loads of bugs. I'm going in. Anyway, I'm going to bid you bon nuit and I will chat to you tomorrow. And just look at that gorgeous sunset. You can't really see it. You can't see it, but it's gorgeous. I'm going to enjoy it as I'm walking back in, and I will chat to you tomorrow. Well, it's been one of those days and I haven't vlogged. I don't know, it's sort of, it hasn't gone bad. Nothing terrible's happened, but ever since actually about 8 o'clock this morning, things haven't gone completely to plan. And so I'm only just chatting to you now. We've just finished Archie's parents' evening. So Arch, for those of you that are new, or is away at boarding school, which is such a tough decision. And it's so lovely to have his parents' evening. So I cried. So I got slightly choked listening to one of his teachers talk about, well, oh God, Florence, you're going down my dress. How well he's getting on and how well he's settled in and how he conquered a fear and overcame it and did really well. So that is lovely. Every parent wants to hear that, particularly when you know they're so far away. So that is excellent. I haven't done half the things I wanted to do today because it has been one of those days. I still haven't deadheaded the roses. I haven't given you a garden tour. I haven't fixed the holes in the fruit cage, and I haven't picked my strawberries yet. But anyway, it's fine. I'm going to end this week's vlog here because I need to edit it to get it ready for you guys, and I'm going to love and leave you with this little one and see you again next week. I hope you have a very, very happy weekend, that the sun shines for you and it's glorious, and thank you so much for watching and for tuning in. And next week I promise there'll be a garden tour and I hopefully will be a bit more on it.